Hi Aries, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your 2022 yearly reading for money, career and finance. I've already pulled your tarot / oracle cards. These cards are a combination of the two. And so I'm going to begin your reading. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have balance, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. Spirit, can you bring forward the energy for Aries in regards to money, career, finance, business? What is happening in 2022 for Aries? What should they know? What do they need to know? What will validate the reading? And what will be the outcome? Spirit makes me feel here that whatever you're dealing with right now is out of balance. And there is a need to bring in balance into your life. And it is a very, very, very strong energy here as we head into 2022. And I really feel for the first 4 to 5 months of 2022, there's a lot of activity in doing what it is that will bring you peace of mind, happiness, joy, and ultimately balance. So for those of you that are working or in a business, there's something that's been very, very much out of balance in that. And I feel that you work in the first part of the year to correct that. I do feel here that it's important for you to focus on unfinished business, dreams that you have within you, and things that you have not paid enough time and attention to, because Spirit makes me feel here that you've been so out of balance. And for many of you, it does feel like work or career or business, that there are other things that you desire to do within your life and you're not doing it. Now, these things for most of you bring in money. I see money right here, but the problem is that there's been a lack of attention to it. So I see you in 2022 paying attention to it. And I do feel here that there are many things that will bring you money, success, and also I don't want to talk about investment just yet, but it feels like, oh, Spirit says yes, investment. So for some of you, this means investment, but for many of you, it has to do with ideas that you have that have never really taken shape or form because they remain in your mind. And Spirit makes me feel here that you're going to nurture that in 2022 and you're going to make it happen. Make it happen. That's quite intriguing. So here Spirit makes me feel here with the Eight of Swords, you're taking off your blinders, you're taking off, you're very cautious about what you do, Aries. And so this feels like jumping off a cliff when you kind of go after things that will satisfy you and make you feel at peace and bring joy into your life, and you follow kind of like the spirit within you. Listen, I didn't say that. Spirit said that. It feels like it's jumping off a cliff. But what you will find is when you walk through that door, that there are many amazing things that you have never discovered. And I feel like there's a little bit of kicking yourself in the foot, and like, hey, saying to yourself, Aries, why didn't I do this sooner? Because there's a lot of satisfaction that you gain from whatever it is that you're nurturing here within you that will balance out your energy. And it feels like a lot of happiness, and it feels tied to your soul, tied to your spirit. So there's a lot of happiness that comes in. Your energy changes up completely. And I feel here that these projects that sit beneath the surface of your psyche, or whatever it is that you're thinking about of doing that you haven't expressed yet fully, I feel that they all, I feel like you hit the jackpot and it starts to gain momentum. I feel here that you're working with others. There's others in this in regards to your success. It does feel here that it is, wow. It feels like you're either working with a lot of talent, you are the talent, and you're independent. So some of you are going to branch out off into business for the very first time this year in 2022, and you're going to be the ruler of your domain. You're going to call the shots. You're going to say how it is. You're going to take everything that you know how to do, all the years of expertise, and you're going to deliver it in the way that it should be delivered. I see a very powerful energy here where, and again, there's some partnership that's going on here. There's some people involved in this, and it feels as if you really are just, you know, because you don't want to let them down because they're trusting you, you bring your whole self to the table. You do the best that you can, and in doing the best that you can, you realize there's an incredible amount of abundance right behind that. So I do feel like you're talented, and I feel like you're working with talent, if that makes sense for some of you. I feel here that now, let me say this, you're probably not going to like this next bit, but I can't change your reading. For some of you, because you have not done this prior, and you should have done this in 2021, because Spirit makes me feel that these are ideas that you were trying to maybe get off the ground in 2021, but because your life was so out of balance with other things, that you know, everything slid to, Spirit makes me feel like everything slid to one side, and it was very hard to gain traction back into balance within yourself. And so some of this stuff should have happened in 2021. It didn't, but it will in 2022. So Spirit makes me feel here, because for those of you that didn't do it in 2021 and are now doing it in 2022, 2022 is going to be building all of that. So you're going to be building a nest egg. You're going to be building funds, building investments, building, for some of you, building homes, restructuring the way you live and the way you work and what you do for work. Ultimately, what we have here in the energy is stability. I feel like you end the year with a whole different outlook in your life. I feel as if, for some of you, please watch, put the subscription thingamajig on, the subscribe and put the notification bell on, because for those of you that are interested in a love reading for 2022, I'm about to talk about it right here, but for some of you, you may want to watch your singles love reading for 2022. For those of you that are in a relationship, I'll be doing that type of reading as well for 2022. But specifically, those of you that are single, I see here that because you become really, really happy, because you're fulfilling what's in your soul, I feel like you draw in love. I do feel like love is coming in for you. For those of you already in a relationship, I feel that the union gets stronger because you're happy. For those of you that just kind of, I don't know, everything's kind of stable in that department, you're happy with the way things are, with the status quo, I feel like this is family. So there's big connection with family and feeling resourceful and being able to lend a strong shoulder, and so there's a lot of liberation going on in 2022 for you. So to sum it up, Aries, it looks good. It really does. I think the biggest challenge is right here. It's something that Spirit makes me feel that you're already taking on. It's regaining the balance in your life, and for some of you it's taken a while, and you know what, that's life. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and there's no harm, no foul. Okay, so basically it's bringing balance into your life, bringing a whole level of peace within you that is long overdue. And I feel like once you get to this part of what needs to happen, you're going to really, you'll be surprised at how fast all of this goes, because you're so talented. And I feel for many of you, you're also working with talent. So that shows up here very, very clearly. And the fear goes away, and the anxiety goes away, and I just feel like you come into your own completely as far as money, career and finance goes. And I do feel like you really have a very, very strong year once you regain the balance. For some of you, not for all of you, but just a couple of you, it's going to take longer than a couple of months, because you're dealing with other external things that will bring a little bit of stress. And so there's a little bit of delay. Spirit makes me feel like this may be family members, this may be like elderly family members, things like that. So there's something to do with family here, where you have to kind of take your energy from what you're doing to gain balance to kind of focus on them, and that's appropriate, right? Because it's family. Okay, so Aries, that's your reading. If you're interested in getting a free reading, please share the video. And thank you for everybody that subscribed, liked, and please don't forget, please leave your questions, because sometimes I answer them immediately and sometimes I just leave them and see if they come up in a reading. But if you share the video on things like Facebook and social media, I will be entering you into a drawing for a free reading from me. And they're expensive, let me tell you. So enter the drawing. I mean, you know, share the video and then you'll enter the drawing. All right, Aries, you take care. It looks good, and I will speak to you soon.